Hey everybody, and welcome back to Sound of a Swish. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future deep dives.
Mm.
We're going to be diving into something super interesting today, how to dominate on the basketball court. Even if you aren't the top scorer,
Oh, yeah.
we've got two awesome sources for this. One's an article from We Not Me Sports,
Yeah.
aimed at younger players, and the other's from Oop Coach, offering a coach's perspective.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a great topic because it really challenges that myth that basketball is all about racking up points.
Yeah.
The reality is it's a team sport through and through, and there are so many ways to contribute to a win.
I think these articles really drive that point home. They both highlight all these different skills and actions that can make a huge difference,
Right.
regardless of whether you're the one sinking all the baskets.
Yeah,
And that's what we're going to unpack today.
absolutely. It's all about understanding those less flashy but equally crucial aspects of the game.
Okay, so let's start with passing We Not Me Sports. Actually calls it the unsung hero of basketball. And they make this really cool point. The ball can move way faster than any defender on the court. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's spot on. I mean, think about it. If you can keep the ball moving, zipping around the court, you're creating all sorts of headaches for the opposing team.
Right.
That constant movement opens up opportunities for cuts drives and ultimately better scoring chances for everyone on your team.
And it's not just about blindly flinging the ball around, right?
Exactly. Effective passing is about precision, timing, and court vision. You need to be able to anticipate where your teammate will be, see the openings before they even appear, and deliver the ball right on target.
And that's where something like the monkey in the middle drill comes in, right?
Yeah.
Remember, We Not Me Sports mentioned that as a fun way to develop those passing skills.
Yeah, that's a great example. It's a classic drill for a reason. It forces you to make quick decisions under pressure, develop your peripheral vision, and get comfortable pivoting and finding passing lanes, all essential stuff for a good passer.
And this whole peripheral vision thing,
Yeah.
that's usually something you hear about in soccer. But it makes total sense in basketball, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You can't be laser focused on just the ball or the guy in front of you.
You have to be aware of the entire court, seeing the whole picture. Who's open, who's making a run where the space is. It's like having eyes in the back of your head.
All right, let's move on to rebounding. I loved how We Not Me Sports put it.
Yeah.
They compared offensive rebounds to getting extra turns in Monopoly.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't want more chances to score?
It's such a perfect analogy. Offensive rebounds are like gold because they give your team a second chance to put points on the board. And even if you don't score immediately off the rebound, just grabbing that board keeps the possession alive, which is huge.
Dude Coach actually had a whole section on actions without the ball. And they emphasized crashing, which I'm guessing refers to offensive rebounding.
Yeah, crashing the boards is all about attacking the offensive glass with intensity. It's about boxing out your opponent, anticipating where the ball will bounce, and going after it with everything you've got.
So it's not just about being told that. It's about hustle and determination. Anyone can crash the boards.
Exactly. It's about wanting it more than the other guy and putting in the effort.
Oast!
And putting in the effort.
Which brings us to another crucial element that both articles emphasized. Communication. We, not me, sports, talked about all the problems you have to solve on the court and how communication is key to doing that effectively.
Yeah, it's the foundation of good teamwork. On the court, things happen so fast, you constantly have to adjust to the defense,
Right.
find open spaces, and create scoring opportunities. And that's only possible if you're communicating with your teammates.
Hoop Coach also mentioned communication as being crucial for off-ball movement.
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean?
Think about things like cut screens, setting up plays. None of that works if everyone's just doing their own thing. You need to call out screens. Let your teammate know you're cutting to the basket or direct someone to an open spot.
So it's like a constant conversation happening on the court.
Exactly. A well-communicating team is like a well-oiled machine. Everyone knows what they're doing, they're anticipating each other's moves, and they're working together seamlessly. Imagine playing a game in complete silence. It would be chaos.
Yeah, that wouldn't be pretty.
Oh.
And speaking of things that aren't pretty, let's talk about hustle and focus.
Yeah.
Those are the qualities that don't always show up in the stat sheet,
Right.
but can make all the difference.
They're the intangibles that separate good players from great players. We, not me sports, had this awesome analogy. They said you got to chase after loose balls, like a Labrador retriever chasing a tennis ball. I love that image.
That's hilarious, but it makes sense. That kind of relentless energy and focus.
Yeah.
is infectious and inspires your teammates.
And Hoop Coach talks about this in terms of being in motion, constantly cutting screening, making yourself available for the ball. That takes a ton of focus and effort because you're not always directly involved in the play,
Right.
but you're always ready to contribute.
All right, last but not least, we have to talk about team spirit. Both articles highlighted the power of positive reinforcement even when mistakes happen.
Yeah, it's all about creating a supportive environment
Right.
where everyone feels comfortable taking risks and pushing their limits, celebrating the good plays, picking each other up after a miss. Those little things go a long way in building team chemistry and confidence.
We Not Me Sports actually mentioned some fascinating research about Steve Nash and the power of touch in building team cohesion. I've heard about that, but I don't know the details.
It's pretty incredible. Apparently, Steve Nash was known for his constant high fives, fist bumps, pats on the back. He was always physically connecting with his teammates. And that kind of positive physical contact has been shown to have a huge impact on team dynamics.
I never really thought about that, but it makes sense. It's like a nonverbal way of saying, hey, I'm here for you. We're in this together.
Exactly. It builds trust, boosts morale, and strengthens those bonds between players. And a team that's connected like that, wow, they're going to be tough to beat.
So we've talked about passing, rebounding, communication hustle, and team spirit. And what's remarkable is that none of these skills require you to be a scoring machine.
That's the beauty of basketball. You can be a star player without ever dominating the scoreboard. It's about understanding that every role, every contribution is vital to the team's success.
And that's a lesson that goes way beyond basketball, right? It applies to anything we do in life that involves working with others.
Absolutely. Being a good communicator, a reliable teammate, someone who hustles and brings positive energy. Those qualities are valuable in any team environment, whether it's at work and school or even just with your friends and family.
And it's not about seeking the spotlight or getting all the credit. It's about understanding that true success comes from working together, supporting each other, and contributing what you can to achieve a common goal. So as we wrap up this deep dive into basketball, beyond scoring, what stands out to you?
You know what's fascinating is how much emphasis is placed on individual scoring in basketball, when in reality the game is won and lost on those less glamorous contributions we've been talking about.
All those little things, right? Like making that extra pass, diving for a loose ball, or communicating on defense.
Exactly.
They often make the biggest difference in a game.
And it's not just about the impact on the game itself. It's about the impact on the team as a whole. A team that values those contributions is going to be more cohesive, more resilient, and ultimately more successful.
It creates this culture of shared responsibility where everyone feels valued. And everyone's motivated to give their all.
And that's a powerful thing.
It is.
It can transform a group of individuals into a true team.
Okay, so for those listening out there, what's the big takeaway here?
It's simple, really. You don't have to be the star scorer to be a star player.
I love that.
Embrace those unsung hero roles. Find ways to contribute beyond the obvious and watch how your impact ripples throughout the team.
And I think that's a great point because that applies to so much more than just basketball.
Absolutely.
Think about your own life, your work, your relationships.
It all connects.
Those same principles apply.
Whether you're part of a team at work, a community organization, or even just a group of friends, those small acts of support, encouragement, and hustle can make all the difference.
It's about shifting your focus from me to we.
Exactly.
From individual glory to collective success.
And in doing so, you not only elevate the team, but you also elevate yourself.
Then that's the real win-win.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, this has been an awesome deep dive.
Yeah.
I feel like I've learned so much about basketball.
Likewise.
And even about myself.
So a huge thank you to our listeners for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into all sorts of fascinating topics.